Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, I just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. See, usually I don't do.
What's going on, YouTube? How y'all doing, man? Welcome to Fireside chat number 2. Okay, so this past week has been very interesting. A lot of it has to do with like the work that I feel like I get during the holidays. It's not bad, don't get me wrong. Sometimes like I can bite off more than I can chew, for sure. I have a lot of projects in the queue, and I didn't realize that until like everybody been hitting me up like, "Oh, Donnie, you got this video ready?" And I was like, dang, I surely don't have that video ready. That's the interesting part about trying to balance a 9 to 5 with, your creative side projects, because I feel like I don't really get enough time to like really hone in on my craft. I just made the switch from Premiere Pro to DaVinci, and when I tell you, that has been the hardest transition I feel like I've had in a while when it comes to some software. Premiere has like the whole entire suite, so it makes it a little bit easier. The good part about DaVinci is that it's all in one, so it has definitely like increased my workflow exponentially. So let me give you an example of like what I had to do before. So let's say if I wanted to like remove a background, first I would have to export the clip from Premiere, put it in After Effects, remove the background, do like the rotoscoping and everything else, export it from After Effects, put it back into Premiere. Now granted, I could do it all in After Effects, like the whole video editing and everything like that. After Effects is really more so for like the visual effects, not really for like the actual video editing and putting like transitions and stuff. Or at least that's how I've come to know it. So it definitely makes it easier in DaVinci that it has it all in one tab. So I can do like my masking and my visual effects in one tab, and then I can do the actual like editing, cutting the clips, all that good stuff in another tab. It has definitely been very challenging. Just when I felt like I was becoming good at Premiere, now it's like I'm relearning all over again, which is good for me. But I think that's something that I don't tend to think about sometimes, is that learning is a part of the journey, and you have to always stay up to date with current trends, or just up to date with current software. Once you realize that something is not working, whether that be software or in your life, you have to be able to know when it's time to pivot, and you need to know how to pivot fast. I'm grateful for God giving me the energy to stay up late nights and really like learn and hone my craft. I'm super excited for these edits that are about to come out soon. Yeah, y'all gonna see a big difference. Maybe not in my content, but some of my clients' content, because I'm still working on getting a new camera. This Canon is cool and all, but that autofocus, man, and I can't even really see myself because it doesn't have like a flip screen. So a lot of it is just setting the camera in place, testing out shots, and then going with the recording. But then you realize everything costs money, and that shit is a lot. Like the camera that I actually want to buy is definitely probably pushing like $2,000, and that's steep. I just bought a new MacBook for like $800. It was definitely time for a new one, for sure, and I feel like I needed that a lot more than a camera right now. Like I can just rock with this for a little while, so I'm not too pressed on it. I know where I'm trying to go in 2026, and this camera is just not cutting it. This is one of the newer ones. I'm using a Canon Rebel T6i, which is not terrible. Like I think it's good for like photography and like very basic videography, but really what I'm trying to do with my vlogs, more content creation, is really step up the quality of the vids. I feel like I have the editing and stuff down packed, but it's very discouraging seeing like grain on the camera. The low light settings aren't good, so it's like it gets really frustrating. I feel like I'm always trying to look towards the next big thing, but I have to realize and understand that, you know, I'm in this place that God has given me. I'm in my present day. So I still need to be able to enjoy the journey of where I currently am and still understand that, like, I'm not complacent at all, but just having more of gratitude is something that I feel like I definitely need to work on. Anyway, this pasta is good. I tried this random pasta spot off a whim. It's called like Amalfi or something like that. It's in Buckhead. Really good. Got the veal bolognese, top tier. Crazy. I feel like I just had deja vu just now because I'm like, damn, I feel like I just told y'all this before. But see, that's one of those things for me, like deja vu is like confirmation that I'm headed in the right direction. Definitely thank God for, you know, putting me in this new space, allowing me to really grow within my editing, grow within my career. And I'm still trying to figure it out. There's a lot more things I want to do in my career. I definitely want to lean more into like AI and stuff. And that's been a goal, is try to figure out what type of product can I build or create that uses AI for like designers or web developers or content creators or something like that. That's very specifically niched for them. I feel like a lot of AI tools, at least the good ones, are very generalized for like the greater population, but I'm trying to figure out something that's very niched. I'm super excited for this week. Got a couple of things at work that's brewing. We're at end of year review time. Know how that goes. Benefit season. Know how that is. So funny that the baby fever is really dawning on me, and I don't know if it's just because like I'm getting older or what it is, but I feel like every time I see a baby, I'm just like, oh, so cute. But you know, there's always gonna be people who are where you wanna be, and there are people who are not where you wanna be. So again, just like practicing that gratitude, and then like knowing that when my time comes, it'll be beautiful, it'll be perfect. I won't have to stress. It'll come with a sense of peace, and yeah, it'll just work out how it needs to. We got a lot that I'm trying to do. I got a couple of campaigns that I need to shoot before the end of the year. And I start to really grow within myself and really figure out like, what does this new chapter of 2026, when I want to create content, I want to build a life for myself. I feel like I travel a lot and I feel like I do a whole bunch of stuff. So it's like, why not put it out there? I think my biggest qualm is that I'm very self-conscious, and I feel like I find myself being insecure. And I think it's like the perception of social media. I feel as though people may not take into account like how much social media really affects people. And now granted, I feel like it doesn't affect everybody the same way. But I feel like for me personally, I find myself looking at the likes that I get or the comments, or looking at other people's likes and comments, and just, you know, wondering why this isn't me. Why haven't I grown my page? I've been trying to grow my page. I've been trying to do content and do all these things. Nobody's really watching. Is it even worth it because nobody is watching? And I feel like I get in my head about it a lot. My goal for 2026 is to really just say fuck all of that. Like, just post it. Like, it may not be perfect, but at least like you're getting it out there, you're refining it. And take that advice from me. Like, it is really difficult when you're that self-conscious about like what you put out there. I'd be so focused on, dang, I ain't got the right fit, I'm just bummy, or, you know, I got this scarf on my head, you know, are people gonna fuck with the background? Like, I ain't got shit in this apartment. It's literally just me and y'all just talking. So it's like, I be so self-conscious about that, and I don't want to anymore. I really just want to put myself out there, you know, really learn who I am as a creator, as a person, and bring a sense of authenticity that I feel like I haven't done in the past, because I try to be so perfect, or I try to come off as perfect. That's why I'm more so doing pictures, because that is a snapshot versus like these types of videos where you can see more of the real me and my personality. So yeah, that's my real goal for next year. Travel a lot more, make a lot of memories, but make a lot more content and really like hone in on what I want to accomplish. I want to be able to work with different brands, and you know, they want to work with me because they just see the authenticity in my content. I don't try to be perfect, like I don't have the best equipment right now and everything like that, but I would want them to be able to see me for who I am and for what I bring to the table, because I do feel like I bring a lot to the table when it comes to video editing, content creation, ideation, the whole nine. Next week I'm going to Orlando. Super excited. Going back to Disney. They have an Epcot festival that is next weekend. There will be a video for that, for sure. There is going to be an Epcot video. Honestly, my birthday is December 30th. So for me, it's really giving, put my phone on D&D for a couple days and just bring in the new year, you know, travel somewhere. I'm thinking Colorado. I think like a cabin or something in Colorado would be ideal. Maybe learn how to snowboard or ski and just like really relax and just thank God for everything that He's done for me this year, because He really turned it around in the second half for me, and I'm very grateful for that. This next chapter, this is about to be chapter 29. Turn 30 next year. I just really want next year to be a good year from start to finish. I have no real issues with anything that's going on with my life right now. It's more so just staying in gratitude and looking towards what's next. I do want to get my doctorate at some point, so I think that might be the goal for next year, is to try to get into a program. But I think outside of that, my main career goal is to start making more money with content creation, start making more videos, so then eventually I can leave my 9 to 5 by 30. We'll see. You know, a lot can happen in 1 year for sure, God willing. You know, this time next year I'll be preparing to quit my job at 30 because I can be a full-time content creator. That's gonna take a lot of work for sure, but I'm super excited. Let me know what y'all's plans are for 2026. You know, I'm turning 30. A lot of y'all will be turning 32. But yeah, just let me know what y'all's goals are for the next year, no matter what it is. And let me know how I can help be an accountability partner for you, for sure. And that's really all I had for this fireside chat. I really just wanted to touch bases with y'all again and, you know, see how y'all are doing, and y'all can get a little bit of insight in terms of what my life has looked like within this past week. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next week for the next Fireside Chat. Peace.